Hi guys, it's Susie from Girl Gone Green, and I wanted to share with you guys today all about Crunchi Cosmetics. I did a whole blog post about a month ago that really just detailed all about the ingredients, why I like them, and I gave you a ton of different looks. But I've had a ton of questions since then about the products, how I apply them, and so I thought I would just show you guys in a YouTube video all the details. So let's get to it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to share with you guys is the foundation. So I have no makeup on right now, as you can see. So I'm going to start from the very beginning to the finish so you guys can see the whole look and the process that I use to get there. So I'm going to start with the Smart Primer. I absolutely adore this primer. It's awesome for just creating a really smooth canvas and filling in all those little fine lines and, you know, just any sort of imperfection. And so I just apply a few drops to my hands. I just use my fingers, and then I'm gonna rub it all around my face and blend it in. I also have a little moisturizer on before this just because my skin tends to be a little bit more dry. So if you tend to be more oily, the primer itself may just be perfect, but for me I need a little bit extra. So I'm just applying this all over just to really create that smooth canvas. And once I'm done, my skin feels very moist and hydrated, but it doesn't feel greasy or oily. And once it kind of dries, you'll kind of see it once it dries a little bit, how it just creates that really clean feeling and canvas, so the foundation can just glide on. So once I'm done with that, that's the Smart Primer. I love this. It has aloe, it's super hydrating. It just gives you that overall clean, fresh look. I'm going to apply my Crunchi foundation, and I love this foundation. It's awesome. I just put a little bit on my hand, and then I take their foundation brush, which I'm a huge fan of, favorite foundation brush, and then I'm just going to apply it like that. And I'm actually going to use a stippling motion on my face so you can see versus, you know, creating a lot of downward strokes, just because this really helps to cancel out redness as opposed to, you know, creating more redness by pulling down on your skin. So I'm just going all around. You can tell I have a little bit of redness around my nose, on my cheeks, hitting my forehead kind of last. I don't have a ton of stuff I want to really cover up on my forehead, just blending overall, really getting in there. But this foundation brush does such a great job of getting in all the crevices, even around my nose, especially even under my eyes. I feel like it does a great job of getting everywhere. So you can see it really helps to cancel out redness, even skin tone, and it doesn't look cakey or overly done. It's a great foundation for building. So if you really like a lighter coverage, it's good for that. If you want a little bit heavier, I also think it can do that. You just apply a little bit more product. So it's really up to you as far as what you like and how you want your foundation to look. Crunchi does a great job of giving you a product that can kind of do everything. So once I'm done with that, I kind of blend down too. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take their concealer, and this is in the color My Alibi concealer. It's medium. I don't know if the concealer is actually called My Alibi. I've never actually looked on the bottom, but this is a medium anyways. And I'm going to take a brush that I have that I use for the concealer, and I'm just going to apply a little bit. I have a little bit of a hyperpigmentation right here that I like to blend in. It's a really good concealer for helping to really even out, especially if you do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation or any area you want to cover up. And then I'm just going to hit my under eyes because duh, I'm a mom of a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old, and I need all the extra help I can get. Can I get an amen, ladies? So I'm just kind of stippling as well along there. And then actually, after I'm done with the concealer, I'll show you how I blend it in. So a little bit down here too, because I tend to get a little more redder on my nose. And then what I'm going to do is take a beauty blender. You guys know I'm obsessed with these. And I'm just gonna kind of blend it with my beauty blender, using that same stippling motion I used kind of for my foundation application. Just like that. And then do the same thing for my nose. So everything kind of blends in, kind of wakes me up a little bit. The concealer is a great consistency. As you can see, it's in a cream form. You can really apply it heavier as well if you want it to be a little bit heavier, or if you want it a little bit lighter, you can do that too. But it really sits nicely on the skin. Really like this. Okay, so now that I'm done with all of that, what I like to do is prep my eyelids for the shadow. And I already did my brows. As you can tell, I use Hint Brow Cream and Espresso. Crunchi does not have a brow cream, although you could use some eyeshadow if you wanted to. But I love their Crunchi, their translucent powder. It's awesome. It helps set my eyeshadow so well. So what I do is I just put my beauty blender into the powder, as you can see. Just kind of dip it in there. Kind of tap it off just to make sure there's no excess powder. And then I'm just gonna press in. And I like doing this versus a brush for my eyelids just because then it doesn't get everywhere, and I really am able to get a concentrated amount of product on the sponge and right onto my eyelid, which is where I want it. I tend to have really oily eyelids, so that's why I'm doing this. This is my secret trick for priming your eyelids for eyeshadow. If you guys have really oily lids and you tend to have eyeshadow that just tends to smear off after a while, I highly recommend this. This is a great trick, and I absolutely adore Crunchi's translucent powder. It's the best one I've used as far as keeping my eyelids primed and crease free the whole day. No joke, it's great. So you can kind of tell, obviously I'm a little bit whiter right now up top. We're gonna fix that. But I love this all over translucent finishing powder. You can also use it, I'm gonna use it once I'm done with my whole face, just to set your makeup and have it last the whole day. So next I'm gonna prime, or after I prime, I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on my lid. I'm just gonna use my finger. This is actually what I've been using just to overall help with my eyeshadow as far as making it pop as my eyeshadow primer. Just because I wanted to show you guys, Crunchi literally is so versatile and you can use so many different products for a ton of different things that I really wanted to give you guys just using Crunchi instead of using like a ton of other brands, because I feel like when you buy into Crunchi, you really get everything that you need. Obviously I did use the eye cream for my eyebrows, but that's the only exception, and I haven't even tried using it or the eyeshadow for my eyebrows, but I definitely think you could and get a great look. They have a ton of different colors that are kind of browns and taupish that would work really well. But yeah, I just wanted to show you using all Crunchi products. So, okay, so back to the concealer. I just put it on top of my eyelids with my finger, just as an eyeshadow primer after I used the translucent powder. And now I'm gonna take a shadow brush and I'm going to use the color Champagne Pop, which I really like. It's a great neutral. And I'm just gonna apply this all over my lid, just to kind of neutralize it out, not have quite that white cast shadow that I gave myself in the very beginning. And I really, really love this color so much. It's the one I go to every day, literally. It has a little bit of a shimmer in it, but nothing crazy. And it just looks good on everyone. It's an overall really pretty neutral that you can wear for going out or everyday looks. Just blends really nicely into the skin. So after that one, I'm actually gonna hit it with just a little bit of highlight. This one is called Innocent. And I like it because it's literally just a white shadow, but I like applying it right underneath my eyebrows to really give them that pop and to really make them stand out. And then on the inner corners of my eye, just to wake myself up. Like I said, I need all the help I can get. And then right underneath my eyebrow again. so you guys can really see the whole look. Okay, and then next I'm gonna show you guys a couple colors. I'm just doing really a neutral look right now, but you can create smoky eye easily with their shadows. They have a slew of different colors. I actually have 7 different colors overall, but I kind of just wanted to show you guys just an everyday look, and you can also vamp it up too if you want to add, like I said, more shadow later on during the day. But I'm gonna put on Curiosity. This one's a really nice shimmery, kind of taupe-ish color that I really love. I'm gonna use a different brush. And what I do is, a lot of times you can get it wet too, but I always go in there pick up some product and then tap off. And then I'm just pressing it into my lid, literally. Pressing it in. And I like going all the way around with this one, especially like right here on the inner part of your eye, because it really helps it stand out, especially when it's a little bit lighter there. This color is so pretty though. It's kind of almost has a golden shimmer to it. Really great for summer and spring. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with Allure. This is another really pretty color that has a little bit of a shimmer in it. You guys can see it. And I'm just gonna pick up some product, tap off, and then again, I'm just pressing in the color. It's really, the great thing about the shadows is you can really make them more distinct if you want the color to really stand out, or you can make them really light. It just depends on the look that you're going for. And like I said, if you want a really bold look, you can add water to it, water to the brush, and then dip it in. That'll really help the color stand out a little bit more too. Okay, and then the last color is Fearless, and I'm obsessed with Fearless. It's so pretty. So it's almost a shimmery brickish brown color. I'm sure they have better descriptions on the website, but this one is so pretty. I love it for brown eyes. I think it looks great for blue too though, because it really helps to even give them a pop. But this one's great along the lash line and then kind of pulling it up just to really make your eyes stand out. And as you can see, one thing that's great, and I mentioned this in my blog post I think too, is the eyeshadows really blend so nicely. And that's one of the things I love about them, is you can use a variety of colors and they just blend so well together. See how pretty that is though? It gives a nice shimmer, but it's not overdone. And it just makes your eyes kind of stand out a little bit. So that is Fearless. So I want to show you guys all the colors I use. So I started with Champagne Pop. Then I just kind of hit under my brow bone and inner corners of my eye with Innocent. And then I took Curiosity and just kind of did all over my lid. And then I went in with Allure, which is a nice pretty brown shimmer color. And I kind of just did a little bit more in the middle to out of my eyelid. And then I went in with Fearless and really just did the lash line in the outer corner. So those were the 5 that I used, 5 that I used. So pretty. I like to kind of take my brush afterwards and just kind of hit it just to make sure that I didn't get any excess shadow on me. And then after that, I'm gonna do a little liner. So this is the shadow I've been doing with the liner. It's called Faux Suede. It's really dark, really pretty. And what I do is I just get my brush wet, which I'm gonna use my tongue, I'm sorry guys. But just take a little liner brush, whatever you have. Get it wet. I only use the shadow on me, so. And then dip it into your shadow, tap off. And then what I like to do is just line the corner of my eye and just kind of pull up. And this can just really be, you can use this however you want. almost like you have a liquid liner, but it's a lot easier to control and use than if you were using some sort of pen or something. And I don't want anything too dramatic just because we're in spring, it's almost summer. Just to kind of define a little bit, but you could totally do this really dark and really dramatic if you wanted it for night. You could lower, or you could line your lower lash line if you wanted kind of a nighttime look. It's really up to you, but this is really nice for just daytime wear, not too dramatic. Looks really pretty. I love it. Okay, so that's in faux suede. So just a liner brush, get it wet, dip it into the product, tap off, and then just line your lash however you want. You can go all the way in. I kind of just did like midway in, blended it, and then winged it out a little bit and kind of blended it with my finger. You could also lower you could line the lower lash line if you wanted it a little bit more dramatic too. So it's totally up to you. Super easy to blend. Love that. Okay, now I'm gonna do the bronzer and the blush. So the bronzer comes in this little container like the translucent powder, and it is loose. So what I like to do is I tap a little bit off into the lid, and then I take a big powder brush and I just swirl it around like this, tap off. So you can see it's coated, but it's not just in one place. That's gonna give you more of an even application. And then I'm just gonna hit it where the sun would naturally hit me. Kind of do a little bit of contouring at the same time. And I like it because it has a little bit of a shimmer in it, nothing too much. It just kind of highlights your face, gives you a nice summer glow. You can spread it all around. I like to blend it. We don't want any like white face with the dark neck, right? Really pretty. So I just hit my upper forehead, sides of my nose, kind of my lower cheekbone area, and then blend it in with my neck. This is a great bronzer though. I really like it. It's super customizable. It looks really good on a ton of people, and it's easy to use. Okay, and now we're gonna do blush. So here's what the blush looks like. You guys can see. The color that I have is in Crave, and it's very similar to the color Orgasm from NARS, if you're familiar. That's a really popular conventional color. This one is like spot on. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna take my blush brush and just dip it in, and then just do the apples of my cheeks and pull up. This has a nice little shimmer in it too, nothing too crazy, but it just gives you a little bit of a glow with it as well. And the color is so universal. It literally goes with everyone. Anyone can wear this. And the lasting power on the blush is awesome. I'm really impressed with the staying power. If I put it on in the morning, by the time I take it off at night, it just looks good still, which is impressive. So that's the color Crave. They have other colors as well. I love the little mirror that comes with it too, and it's just a magnetic closure, so it's really easy. Okay, so I've done everything, but I need to do my lips and my mascara. So I wanted to show you guys the mascara from Crunchi. I'm a huge fan. I don't know which way is like correct for you guys, but I'm really picky on mascaras as far as lengthening and volumizing. I wanted to do it all. Plus, I'm really want it to stay and not flake on me. And then I love when the brush is like this, when it's a little bit thicker and it gives me a little more drama to work with. And I feel like Crunchi did an amazing job hitting all those marks. They really did a great thing with their mascara. So yeah, and I love the way that my eyelashes look after using it. They like separated and defined, and at the same time I'm getting like good length and volume out of it. One thing too that I want to note is that they don't use a ton of preservatives in their product, and so like especially with the mascara, you want to make sure that like after so long you're not using it, because it really is so clean and natural, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna really hit my lashes. My lashes take the longest, you guys, for me to do. Anyone else relate? Just like, if I didn't have to do mascara, my makeup wouldn't take as long. They offer 2 really good pigment. I just think overall, with the mascara, I just like the color that it gives. It's like a rich, dark black. And I don't feel like I'm having to apply like, I mean I'm applying, but it's more or less trying to get separation. But with this, I feel like it just gives really nice color. Okay, so I'm done with the mascara, and as you can see, it really makes your eyes pop, brings them out. I love the bold, rich color and the separation and the volume that it gives. And one little trick you can do too if you want a little bit more oomph and drama with your lashes is you can actually take their translucent setting powder and just sprinkle a little bit of it on your eyelashes and then put your mascara on, and that mascara will just adhere to it and kind of create a little bit more drama and be able to build a little bit more with your lashes. So try that out. I just will take even my foundation brush and kind of tap it on a little bit on my eyelashes and then apply the mascara. So that's a little trick for bringing a little bit more drama and life to those lashes. Okay, lastly, we're gonna do lips. So Crunchi has a great variety of lipsticks, and they also have lip glosses. So here are a couple of lipstick colors that I have that I want to show you. This one is called Blissful, and it's so pretty. I'll show you. It's a really pretty pink for summer or spring. And then I also have the color Pomegranate, which is definitely more for winter, fall. But I mean, you could totally wear it during spring or summer. I mean, whatever color you like and you feel like is you, rock it, because that's great. But you can tell the difference between the two. It's a little bit more bold and out there, but if you like those colors and they look great on you, I feel like when I wear it, sometimes it looks like a little too much if it's spring or summer, but in fall and winter I'm a little more comfortable. But some people can wear this all year round, so it's up to you. But I love the pigment and I love the moisture that the lipsticks give on your lips. I'm gonna apply actually Blissful today. I love this pink color. It goes with a ton of stuff. And I don't know about you, but it just kind of screams like spring and summer. Makes me so excited for nice weather, for summer dresses, for spring colors. So that's Blissful. And then this is the lip gloss. I'm gonna apply it on top because you can totally intersperse these. You can apply a lipstick and then a gloss on top to kind of bring a little bit more depth to it if you want, or you could just wear the lip gloss by itself. But I wanted to show you this color. I don't even know, I'm not sure of the actual color name. I'll definitely make sure I link it in the bottom so you guys can know for sure. But there's the color, it's on top there. And it's such a pretty mauve color that really goes for everyday wear, goes good on anyone. Just gonna apply a little bit on top so you guys can see. These two I've worn together before too, just because I feel like they pair so well. This adds a little bit of color variation, but it looks so nice. And the glosses aren't super goopy or overly glossy where you're like, whoa. It's just such a great happy medium for a gloss. I feel like this is so great for wearing during the day. You can wear it to work, or you could really pump it up at night and wear it out too if you wanted a little bit more drama on your lips too. But yeah, I really like the color combination of those two. So that is Crunchi Cosmetics, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and comment, and if you haven't subscribed already to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe. I will definitely have more videos. I know that I kind of have backed off. This is only my second video, but there will be more coming, just logistics and figuring out lighting. But I hope you really enjoy this one for sure, and like I said, like and comment and subscribe if you haven't. If you have any questions about Crunchi, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I also did a blog post, as I mentioned before, all about Crunchi Cosmetics. So if you want more details on ingredients, what they use, how it works, feel free to check out the blog post on my website, girlgonegreen.com, and that's GURL gonegreen.com, and just type in Crunchi and it will pop up. So for more information on Crunchi, be sure to click the link below. It will take you to the Crunchi website, where you can look at the products. If you have different colors that you want to get for the lipstick or the lip gloss, or to purchase the foundation samples, you can do that as well. It's $10, I believe, and you can try them out before you purchase the big bottle. The color that I use in the foundation is Natural 2.5, just so you guys are aware. But yeah, if you have any questions or you just want to check out the product, you can click the link below and it'll take you to the website.